sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, aliens and alienettes around the world. I'm Adrian Blest.
I'm Avery Harden.
And this is Above the Multiverse, episode 124, baby.
124.
2 years plus doing this podcast, and you're still not watching. Well, you're watching, but tell your friends to watch this because this is a good podcast. Today, we are talking about Peacemaker, the episode that changed everything, that literally had to make
he literally when hold on real quick before
had to make Fortnite take down their emote.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about that.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
tell you
gotta
about that.
But just going back in a couple episodes of our podcast, Dre said that James Gunn said that it's gonna change everything, and literally, this episode has changed the whole trajectory of what I thought about the whole.
And we're not even at the end yet, dude. Yeah. We're not even at the end.
That was the 6th episode, right?
Yep. Oh, we got two more episodes. We got 2 more episodes.
So
Peacemaker. We got Gen V. Dude, Gen V's on fire. Gen V's so freaking sick. We watched UFC Perth this weekend. That was sick.
Which
that
was
fun.
surprisingly
amazing.
Yeah,
it was really
good,
fun.
Yeah.
People were hating on it, and that was so much fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you watch any movies? Anything else? What do we talk about?
I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing really.
Probably talk about Terrence Crawford.
Yeah.
Probably talk about. I'm sure some stuff will come up.
Yeah.
And
I have a thing for you. Like an Instagram thing that I have that saved, and it's really funny, and I want to show you.
Show me that. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And of course, everyone's favorite segment, our Fave5. This week, because if you guys watch Peacemaker, there was a huge cameo on Peacemaker. So this week, what we're doing for our Fave5 is our Fave5 Cameos of all time. And I got some good ones, too. I got some real good ones.
Yeah.
So I'm excited for that.
I got 2 so far, but you go first, and then I'll try to get.
Okay.
Try to find, yeah.
Okay, I got you. But first things first, let's talk about Peacemaker, because this episode of Peacemaker literally, and I'm even repping I'm wearing my Peacemaker shirt. Peace at any price, you know. Men, women, and children, he will kill them as long as it means that he is protecting the peace.
Man.
But when it came down to it, he actually couldn't do it, and Vigilante was the one that had to kill people for him. So Vigilante is actually the star of this show, but whatever.
Dude, let's just talk about that before we go any further. Yo, Vigilante meeting himself
was one of the best scenes
bro,
of all time.
So sick, bro. Because I like, the
Spider-Man
meme.
Yeah.
Like, I love, like, bro, I really rock with Vigilante heavy. Like, and I hate that people like his squad, like, kind of, they love him, but like he's an annoyance, and I hate that is a thing. Because I'm like, yo, if he was my homie, bro, I'd be like,
no, he's annoying. He's annoying.
No,
but,
like, bro,
but
good, bro.
He's a weirdo, dude. Like he's a weirdo. Like
I ain't know about Spider-Man. That's what's up, bro. Like,
if you brought him around other people, it would be awkward. Like, you know what I mean? Like he would make a fool of himself.
Like the whole like even him going. I think this is the other episode, but like him having the whole full-fledged like drug cartel thing in his basement.
Yeah. He's like, that's what's a funny thing that someone pointed out is his morals. Like he'll kill anyone. He doesn't care. Yeah. Like he killed those kids in the first season.
Yeah.
He doesn't care. But then he's like, I'll never kill a prostitute. They already go through too much. I only killed Johns. Like that thing. Like that. It's like, what? And then he's like, he has all this drug money and stuff. And he's like, that's blood money. I wouldn't spend that.
Yeah,
like, what? That's crazy. And they're like, why don't you just flush the drugs? He's like, the alligators in the sewer? Do you not care about the alligators? Like the things that he cares about.
His moral compass is all over the way.
All over the way. It doesn't make sense, dude.
Yeah. But man, I rock with him, bro. I rock with him.
He's so funny though. So Vigilante in this episode is amazing. Even like when he goes to his house, like that whole scene of him going to his house and he's like
my dad's not gay in this one.
Yeah. Like he's just cracking about everything. He's like, a squirrel, you're a chipmunk in my world. Like
shit.
So funny.
Yeah.
You're good. He's like, a squirrel, you're a chipmunk. Or like, he's like, he sees a little thing. He's like, 6 cats? In my world, there's 3 cats. What do 6 cats have to talk about? Like, it's so dull. Like, it's like the little things that they do. The Cheerios thing, like all that. And he finally meets himself, and that was amazing. But obviously, this episode is the craziest episode because we're over here. And let me just say that I called this earlier in the season. If you guys want to go back onto the podcast and watch those earlier episodes, we were talking about Peacemaker. I said, there's something up with this world, dude.
Yeah.
It seems a little too perfect.
Yeah.
There's something up with it. There's no way that this world is this perfect. I know there's something going on. And I didn't think it was going to be that they were all, you know, Nazis.
Yeah.
I don't know if we could say that on
Can you
YouTube.
say it?
I don't know, dude. My mom gave me a list of things we can't say on YouTube to help us with getting better views and stuff. So I'm just gonna say I'm gonna say like Navi, like Navis.
Is Neighbors one of them? When I say neighbors a lot?
I think it could be. At least let's keep it out of the first 5 minutes.
I'm gonna start saying neighbors now. That's my neighbor, dog. That's my neighbor, dog.
Or ninja. You can say ninja.
Ninja, yeah. But no, I mean, honestly, bro, this is amazing, bro. I am having Marvel Zombies.
Oh, Marvel Zombies.
Yeah,
we could definitely talk about that.
That's what I was about to say. I was about to say, last week was an amazing week of just watching like TV show after TV show after Marvel Zombies. Like it was like a fulfilling of like,
I'm very satisfied.
Yes, yeah. Like, and I love that, bro. So like I'm saying, like for me, I waited for everything to come out, and then I watched. I messed up and watched
Peacemaker
first because I was like, oh.
Well, it's funny because last week you said like, oh, I watched Gen V first, and then I didn't care about Peacemaker. So then this week you're like, I'm gonna watch Peacemaker first, so that. But then Peacemaker ended up being better than
Gen V. But Gen V is like, it's amazing. It's amazing, but it's like the episodes are
higher stakes for like where we're at for Peacemaker right now. It's like higher stakes.
Yes,
I'm sure next episode of Gen V will be better, but I don't know.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
I mean,
it probably would because
I don't know. We're at the end
because your boy said that 6 and 8 was going to be good.
6 and
8.
So
7. So hey, everybody, if you watch Gen V and Peacemaker like we do, watch Peacemaker first this week, and then Gen V is going to be probably amazing.
Yeah, Gen V's going to be dope.
But anyways, yeah, I just want to say last week was freaking phenomenal with TV shows and movies, dude. It was great, bro. Like Gen V, Peacemaker, and Marvel Zombies, bro.
Dude,
Jeez,
Marvel Zombies,
man, it was good. Yeah,
we definitely got to talk about Marvel Zombies.
Good.
I got a lot to say about that.
But yeah, man, Peacemaker.
But Peacemaker's
solid.
so good.
I'm engulfed in the world.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
dude. It's the storyline had that flip, that unexpected turn that no one saw coming, where basically everyone in this world is Nazis, and the reveal was crazy. Like I think like if it wasn't just the twist was already a crazy twist, but the way that they did it, right, where they had Adebayo like go on a walk and she sees that white lady pass by, which is she's like, and you're like, what's going on?
Which is crazy to think about too, because it's like they're in a world of trouble, and it's already like, yo, this is weird. Like Adebayo, don't leave. Like, what are you doing? Like, it's like just hang on, and then the writers are like, no, we need to get her out of the house. So and it was like, let's just take a walk. And then Economos is like, nah, I'm gonna stay, because it's like if he was
Economos fucked up stuff too.
That's what I'm saying. But if he was with her, like obviously it's still been bad, but like it'd have been like a white guy with her, so maybe it would have lightened it up a little bit.
That's
unfortunately,
true. I didn't think about that.
So you know what I mean. So it's like that's a great like
the fact that she was just walking by herself.
Yeah.
But the way that he says it is like crazy. Was crazy to me. He was like, one got out, a black.
Yeah.
Like I was like, wait, what? That caught me so off guard. I was like, wait, what is going on in this world, dude?
Which I thought, like, you know what I'm saying, like watching the show and being black. Watching the show and being black,
how did you feel about this?
You see Adebayo walking, and you're like, you see the first white lady look at Adebayo, and you're like, okay, a racist neighborhood, like they don't like black people in the neighborhood, and then you just, you keep watching it, and then the white lady gets out of the car to talk to her neighbor, like all frantic, and I'm like, all right, they really don't like black people in their neighborhood. That's crazy. So my brain, this is really fast, but in my brain is like, okay, well, Peacemaker's gonna have to come shut it down, like show them that black people are good people and not just, you know what I mean. And then Peacemaker's brother gets out of the car, and is like, hey, black, and I'm like, these niggas just don't have black people in here at all. Like this whole world is like, and then you see Peacemaker turn the sign that's
which is smart, because I saw a breakdown on New Rockstars, I think, because I was waiting for the breakdown for this one, dude. And shout out New Rockstars. Amazing again, Screen Crush, amazing again. They pointed out that every time that they show like the office, like we've been watching like the scenes where they're in the office, that the flag has always been turned to where you can't see the thing. You can see the flags on their desk, but you can't see that it's a swastika, obviously. But yeah, so I was like, oh damn, that's crazy. Now here's another crazy thing that has to do with this episode that I don't think Avery even knows about, but this. I've been thinking about this for the last 2 days, and I've been cracking up, dude, because it's crazy to even think about. So. The dance in the beginning of the episode, right? The iconic dance.
Man, I sorry guys, I'm not a diehard fan.
You skipped the intro.
Dree always gets on me about this.
I watch the intro every single time. I love it.
But
I kind of
understand it, and then everybody drops on each other or falls on each other?
No. There's something bigger on this. Okay, so watch. So the intro, the iconic intro, which everyone has been posting, by the way. Like, there's been a whole thing. Like, there's been memes going around where it's like, the Peacemaker intro fits anywhere. Have you seen that? Where people are like playing, like they'll like show a scene from Harry Potter, and it's like Harry Potter getting beat, and then it starts playing the song, and then it goes to the Peacemaker intro. All right, so this is the craziest thing about the Peacemaker intro. So, Fortnite, let's talk about Fortnite real quick. Fortnite, people love Fortnite. Mm-hmm. The biggest thing that they do in Fortnite, right, is incorporate characters from things, right? They had Sabrina Carpenter, they'll have like whatever, and they do the dances, right? Like they have all the emotes, right? Yeah. All the popular dances and emotes, everything are in there. So, of course, Peacemaker, being such a popular show, actually, I saw that it was actually the highest rated show on Rotten Tomatoes of any like
that's pretty dope
superhero show.
Let's go.
So shout out to them, Peacemaker. I didn't realize how many people are watching it. I've been asking people because I always ask people, have you watched Peacemaker? Have you watched Envy? Obviously, a lot of people always tell me no. But Peacemaker is the one that I'm like, have you seen Peacemaker? And they're like, oh yeah, I'm watching it. So I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Okay. Anyways, the intro to the thing. Everyone's been falling in love with this. We've been in it for 5 episodes. Mm-hmm. Fortnite has the dance in Fortnite, right? Yeah, the dance. Okay, so
whatever they do.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Now, after this episode, the big reveal was that they were all Nazis, right?
Not everybody.
But the world, right?
Yeah.
In the intro to Peacemaker, the first dance move that he does, what does he do? He goes like this.
Oh yeah.
What is he making with his arms, dude? He's making a swastika with his arms.
Dang.
And Fortnite had the dance in there for 5 weeks. James Gunn and no one told Fortnite people that they literally are making a, you know. So now that this episode dropped, Fortnite was like, "Oh, snaps, we have to get rid of this dance because obviously it's a thing in the thing, you know what I mean? You can't have that in there." So my mind was blown. So Fortnite had to actually had to remove the emote and refund everyone that bought it because of the thing.
Dang.
Which is crazy because I know James Gunn and the people who created the dance and stuff, there's no way that they didn't know what they were doing when they made that dance move, the first move. It was a hint from the very beginning of the season that this world is not what it seems, and that was there the whole time.
So wait, and you gotta school me because I really do skip right when the intro starts. Does it's
the very first dance move?
Does hardcore and
no, it's literally just Peacemaker. Peacemaker walks out and he goes like he just walks up to the thing, and his first move is like he goes like that. And then but that's what he's making.
Oh shit!
You know, and then it's like that, and then he like dun, and he does the thing.
Yeah,
Julia.
But in Fortnite's defense though,
they didn't know.
They did it last year, right?
Yeah, of course. They want to have the dance in there. They want to do it, but James Gunn and the people at Peacemaker should have told him, like, hey, let's not do this one because this one has a thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they should have told him, but they didn't. They, like, let it go for 5 weeks until this episode dropped.
Honestly, it's low-key. That is low-key.
It's so crazy, dude.
Fortnite's fault. Because it's like if we're being real honest,
they're so eager to jump on the trend that they didn't even, like, look into it.
Yeah, because, I mean, all these video games, they take a lot of, like, dancers things, or not just dancers. They take a lot of different stuff. Like,
I wonder. I'm sure the Peacemaker, like people and James Gunn, as being the creator of it, probably got paid for it. Yeah, they probably got paid. But it's funny because they're like, all right, we'll take the money, and then they probably now Fortnite has to eat that bullet. But it's funny that they didn't say anything to them.
Also, Fortnite. If anybody's watching from Fortnite, probably not. But this is something for y'all. Y'all could have just let it rock. You could have been like, oh, that was the dance from the beginning. They didn't have nothing about that in the first.
It makes it's the Barbra Streisand effect. I think I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but the Barbra Streisand effect is basically by calling attention to it, you actually by pointing it out, you bring more attention to it than it would have done, right? You shouldn't have said anything. So because the reason they call the Barbra Streisand effect is because there was a famous photographer who went around taking pictures of the cliff sides in I think Malibu or Laguna or something, and he took a picture of the cliffside. And it was Barbra Streisand's house, but no one knew that it was Barbra Streisand's house. But she put in a complaint and was like, "That's my house. You're taking a picture of it." So then everyone's like, "Oh, that's her house." So now they knew, and so it became a bigger story because of that. So it's when you because she did that, so that's called the Barbra Streisand effect. So that happens a lot where people if you wouldn't have said anything, it probably would have just stayed a small
could've
story.
literally just-
but
yeah.
because you're like, oh, we're removing the dance, we're funding everyone. Now everyone's like, wait, so you guys put
without doing
thing,
your due diligence.
Yeah,
like,
you
look
you
stupid.
you end up looking dumb for doing that, right? So it's like
You could have literally
hilarious.
You could have literally
Hilarious.
been like. A Fortnite CEO could have literally been like, somebody could have actually be like, "Oh dang, dude, like that has that lines up with the whatever they have going on in season 2." You'd be like, "Oh no, we asked about this for season 1, so we have nothing to do with that."
Yeah, we were just playing off the season 1 dance, like they
you could have
done it,
literally done that,
but
and
they didn't. They were
fine.
like, they went
That's
straight to like, oh,
crazy.
we got to remove it, refund
Yeah.
everyone. So now they're losing money because that. But I thought it was hilarious. Another thing that was funny is because James Gunn. Apparently because there were so many reveals in this episode, like obviously we're gonna talk about the big cameo in this one, and then the world X or universe X, whatever it is, that it turns out everyone's Nazis. James Gunn held on to those last 3 episodes of the show. So apparently, like when they're doing the screening for this, like he sent out screeners for people to review early, right? He only sent people the first 5 episodes because he didn't want anyone to know about the last 3 episodes. So that means that probably the Fortnite people, he sent them the first 5 episodes, and then he's like, "Yeah, that's all you need to see." You know what I mean? It's like you're holding out the biggest thing about the episode, right? That's crazy. But apparently, only James Gunn and the people who immediately worked on it are the only ones who have seen episodes 6, 7, 8 because there's so much reveals and so much big things that happen in it.
Yeah.
He didn't want to give it anyone to give it away.
Well, we talk about
hilarious. Hilarious.
We talk about spoilers or whatever. We talk about spoilers or whatever, man. Lex freaking Luthor.
I lost my mind when Lex Luthor popped up.
Listen, y'all.
Nicholas Hoult.
This was so sick to me. I don't have no ties to Spider-Man universe, DC universe. I'm a big Marvel guy.
Superman, you mean?
No.
Spider-Man?
Superman. Sorry. Superman, DC universe. It's cool. I'm in it. Whatever it is. But I'm a Marvel guy. You feel me? So when Marvel ties things in, it gives me goosebumps, dog. So when I seen the Lex Luthor dude, I was like, there's a possibility that Superman will be in
David Cornswell.
episode 8.
Yeah.
There is a high possibility.
Now, we got some theories to talk about when
That's
it comes
dope.
to that.
I love that.
But
I love that because James Gunn's not afraid. He's not afraid to be like, hey, this is a TV show, but everybody on deck, bro.
Yeah.
Like, Marvel's afraid of be like, yo, Loki, season whatever, we can't get Thor. Like, nigga, like,
Thor's
go get him. Go get him. Like,
we need Thor and
you know what
Loki.
I'm saying? I mean, they did. I'll give them kudos on what people hate, which is stupid. She-Hulk, because they got Hulk.
Yeah.
They literally got Hulk, and that was big.
And Meg the Stallion.
Which
is
that's
the real
cool, but
She-Hulk.
but like you went and got the guy that's kind of like
important to the story.
Yeah, they did the same thing with Hawkeye, but like, come on now, it's cool. Hawkeye's all right. Like we not really checking for Hawkeye like that. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know, Ironheart could have got Iron Man or something like that.
If they would have had even a small piece of Iron Man.
Yeah. So like that's what I'm saying. So like even if this show doesn't get Superman, the Lex Luthor character is so like I feel like evident to the DC universe, DCU, whatever you call it. Like getting him in there is crazy good, like crazy, like
so
it's big, dude.
I'm glad you're bringing this up because, okay, so obviously in this episode, right, they go to Belle Reve and we see that Lex Luthor's in prison and that he's working with the government. So that's a huge big thing that's going to lead into, I'm sure, the next Superman movie, right? But there's a lot of theories and stuff about, okay, they had Lex Luthor. Are they going to have David Cornsweet? Are they going to have Superman in this, right?
For sure. He
now,
has to.
I think so too. But there's been some theories going around, right? One, okay, they filmed Superman and Peacemaker around the same exact time. They were pretty much filming around the same time.
Okay.
There was photos that David Cornsweet posted of him and John Cena, where John Cena's wearing the outfit from the silk shirt. It's David Cornsweet in his Superman costume and John Cena in his Peacemaker, but like when he's wearing the silk shirt stuff. So he might be in this from that. Also, David Cornsweet posted a picture way back in the day before Peacemaker came out with Adebayo, actress, with him and her.
Okay.
And in the picture, he's wearing like a bald cap and he has like dots on his face. Like he almost did like a different thing. So people are thinking that maybe we don't get Superman, but maybe we
I have a
get
theory.
Ultraman.
Okay.
Because in Superman that we saw, right?
Yeah.
What happened to Ultraman? He got like put into a black hole.
Oh.
And we didn't see what happened to him. So what if he got the Ultraman that we saw got sent to this Earth X, and now he's the Superman of this universe?
Yo.
And he's like an evil Superman.
That's tight.
Who's like Nazi.
That's tight.
You know what I mean?
That's tight.
So,
that's tight.
So that might be a thing. Also, a big theory that people have been saying is, what if we get Henry Cavill Superman?
Yeah, so that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, because I was like,
that would be
the
sick.
thing is, for me personally, I don't think this is just an Avery theory that I would hope for James Gunn, is that he would want to stray away from having David Cornsweet's face, his new Superman, being anything bad.
Yeah.
So like you get
but we have Ultraman, so I mean maybe it could be.
but like this bad is bad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you
Yeah.
get somebody who's not gonna come back, not gonna return. That's the Superman, and like maybe David Cornsweet comes and helps. I don't know,
Peacemaker or something.
But like I feel like for the world that you're building, James Gunn, maybe you don't want to put. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like that's just what I feel. But also, it wouldn't like that other thing of having him Ultraman. It still would be like, okay, that's Ultraman. That's not Superman. I wouldn't look at it as like when I watched Superman, the first movie, and seeing Ultraman and Superman fighting, you realize
he looks so different from even though like
he's like looks like an emo.
He looks like a different character.
Yeah. So I get it, but that's your what they say in wrestling. That's your baby face. You don't want him to be
a heel. You don't want him to perceive
especially
as a heel.
that type of heel.
Yeah, that's a bad heel.
Yeah, that's a really bad heel.
That's a remove from Fortnite type of heel. You know? That's bad.
Yeah. So I don't know. Man. I'm excited to see where it goes.
Dude,
maybe
so
they
excited.
get. I feel like what they can do is Rick Flag Singer gets Lex Luthor and they go, but then the rip happens and Superman goes too.
Yeah.
Because how else are they gonna get there, Lex Luthor?
Yeah.
So I feel like a rip's gonna happen, and then maybe I'm speculating. He has to show up because he's like, oh, again, what the hell?
Yeah.
And then he comes.
Or what if we get freaking Mr. Terrific or something too? That would be sick.
Oh yeah. Oh hell yeah! I rock with Mr. Terrific.
See,
hey! I think I said it back in the main review, but Mr. Terrific, I owed you a big apology because I didn't like how you looked. It was just weird. But watching Superman, you are that guy, bro. So like, I'd love for you to come back into this universe again, bro.
So now you guys understand why today our Fave 5, which we're gonna get into later, but our Fave 5 is our Fave 5 cameos, because this episode, like that cameo and what we have to look forward to for maybe possible cameos. If we get a Henry Cavill cameo, which I didn't even add to my list, but that's definitely on the list for cameos. Henry Cavill Wolverine. In Deadpool, that was a good one. All right, but anyways, that's a whole nother thing. All right, so we'll get to that later. But ultimately, Peacemaker, dude, is on fire. I loved it. It was absolutely amazing. I can't wait till the next episode. I have a feeling episode 7 is not going to be the best episode, but it's going to lead into everything, and then episode 8 is going to be just insane.
Yeah. I honestly feel like the way you said with
he said 6 and 8.
The way you said with James Gunn 6 and 8, I feel like
because this episode 6 is like everyone's talking about it.
I feel like 7 is going to go back to where Lex Luthor helps and they cut the rift, then they go into and then 8 is where we pick up where it's like there's a blood. You know what I mean? Like I feel like in 7 they might not touch the new what do you call that
they might not even go into the new world.
They might not go into the new world.
I think it's gonna be, because I saw the trailers for it, so it looks like it's them escaping the world. So I think like them getting out of it, but who knows what bleeds into it, what happens. So who knows like who gets out. Obviously like Economos spilled the thing to Blue Dragon or whatever his name is, or White Dragon.
Oh yeah, so they're gonna try to kill Chris.
Yeah, they're gonna try to kill Chris. Is he gonna have to kill his dad and his brother again?
Oh,
you know what I mean? Which is crazy. Also, Judo Master's in there, and we don't even know what Judo Master's doing. And Judo Master's Filipino, so like you know he's having a bad time in that world, dude. He's out there getting like not enjoying himself, and there's probably no hot Cheetos in that world. Like let's be real, like hot Cheetos is definitely an ethnic thing. So I don't know if there's hot Cheetos in that world, and he might be suffering right now. What if hot Cheetos are like the secret to his powers?
Also, I just want to talk about we've gone. Well, maybe like I think 3 episodes in that world, and it didn't dawn on me that no black people in there. Like it didn't dawn on me that no black people live in there, bro. Like,
and that's
so
a
funny.
problem for us. I think that's a problem that we need to analyze.
I mean, I don't know if it's a problem for me. Like I feel like James Gunn and them did their job. Like they
hit it really well. But it's also like. I guess I didn't even think about it, but like it's just like we should have noticed like the fact that that hardcore like noticed right away that she was like, why is there no black people here? Like, you know, she's like, there's only white people. Like that's kind of weird. You don't even think about it, and I didn't think about it either. I don't know. And
you know why? You know why? Because in the beginning they did this for all you Peacemaker fans.
They showed titties.
They showed titties. They got the eyes of the guys. We love that.
I was like, I'm in. I like this world.
We didn't care. And hardcore in that world is she was nice, she's pretty, she was kind, whatever. Right? That's 2. And then also we're distracted by it was the kid crying and everybody revering Peacemaker. So you don't even think you're like, oh, he's getting love from this world. You're not even thinking about like, oh, black or Asian or whatever. You're not even thinking about that. You're thinking about Peacemaker and Chris, right? So like, I think that's the.
So I don't know if that's a good thing for us or if that's a bad thing for us.
I mean, it's not a bad thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
Yeah, it's just like we just didn't notice. We were focused on the hero.
Yeah.
We were focused on the world.
Yeah.
Like we focused on the hero. We focused on the brother. We focused on the dad. Like they did a really good job of like hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job, James Gunn, man.
Good writing, dude. Amazing.
Also,
I need to get Peacemaker pop figures, dude.
Also, hardcore again, man. It switched again. Yeah. Like I loved her as
the nice one. But now the mean one's
when she talked to Chris and she was like yelling at him like she loves him but she can't love him or something like that. Yeah. And like she's so James Gunn, bro, your wife is hot, bro. I'm so sorry, dog.
He knows.
Like, he knows, man. Like, it's like, man, geez, dude. Like, she looked so good when she was yelling at him, like, and like in that passionate conversation, man. That's hardcore. Great. Shout out hardcore. I started following her on Instagram.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure she posts a lot of stuff.
There is nothing that can come from
Honestly, I should follow her because then she probably is gonna give us like little clues to what's going on in whatever's in the DC. Now we're following the DCU, so we got to figure out all this stuff, dude.
Could be, man. But shout out to hardcore, man. Shout out to John Cena, man. John Cena is a dope
great
actor,
dude. I have so much respect for him as an actor now. Like this show is literally one of the best shows that I've seen, and I know we say that a lot about stuff, but it really is. It's just so good.
The world building, man. The world building is so sick, bro. Like being immersed in the whole freaking world, like watching the show is so sick. Like I don't want to get distracted. Like I'm like in it. Like, and I think when you make a show like that, it's solid, bro. So I'm excited for it.
Love it. So that happened. I want to talk about the next big thing that I want to talk about because I'm so excited about it, and I forgot. I'm so upset that I even forgot to mention it in the beginning. Is Marvel Zombies? Dude. Marvel Zombies was incredible to the point that I watched it twice, people. Yeah. I watched it twice. And I watched the last episode 3 times because and not the full last episode, just the last battle scene where the Hulk. But Marvel Zombies, if you guys don't know, Marvel has done amazing things with What If, right? If Marvel animation is crazy. If you guys don't know about Marvel animation, go watch it. What If season 1, 2, and 3 are all incredible. We loved it. And then obviously X-Men 97, which is like one of the best things that I've ever seen. I love X-Men 97. So in What If, I think season 2, there was an episode where it was What If Zombies, right? What if Marvel got infected by zombies? And it kind of did this whole thing where like Wasp and Ant-Man are in the quantum realm, and she picks up a disease that ends up becoming like a zombie disease, and she infects Hank Pym, and then they come back to the Marvel universe out of the quantum realm, and then they start infecting everyone, and then we see like all the heroes start turning into zombies, Captain America, all these people, right? And it ends up like Black Panther, Spider-Man. Oh, in that episode, Vision, he's feeding Wanda body parts. Like he has Black Panther, and he's feeding he feeds Wanda. Vision is feeding Wanda pieces of body parts from heroes to keep her alive and keep her like from not being hungry. And he cuts off Black Panther's leg and feeds it to him, which is crazy. And Okoye's in there, and like in Spider-Man, and the head of Paul Paul Rudd's Ant-Man. Like, it's pretty crazy, dude. It's just a crazy episode, and it's like pretty gory, but not that bad. Well, they were like, okay, people love that episode. We're gonna make a whole season, or not even a season, but it's 4 episodes. It felt like a movie.
Limited season.
Yeah, it felt like a movie, and they went all out.
Yeah.
Gore galore, dude. It was insane.
Yeah.
When we're talking about cameos, dude, cameos in this thing were insane. Like they did things that I did not think that they would even touch. I mean, the best part about it, which is, I mean, very obvious. I think everyone was talking about this and everyone loved it. Anyone who watched it, is Blade Moon Knight.
Yeah,
dude.
Blade is so
Blade
sick.
Based off of Mahershala Ali.
Yeah.
It wasn't Mahershala
Hold
Ali's
up.
voice.
Wait a second.
But Blade based off him.
That wasn't Mahershala Ali?
No, it wasn't his. It wasn't
Sounds
him.
like him.
They're basing it off of him. But
Sounds like I thought that was him. I didn't even read the credits.
yeah, I know it's not him.
But we need that in real life. Marvel, whoever that is, I need Mahershala Ali to be Blade like that.
Yeah.
That I don't want. If you gonna give it to us, pause. We need that.
Yeah, that was
that Blade. That Blade was
the
sick,
sickest
bruh.
Blade, dude.
The way he cut up, bro, like that was crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
and it's like he's so freaking good, dude. And like the way, and it's such a smart mix-up. Like he basically says, like, oh, Khonshu's avatar, who is Mark Spector, right? Oscar Isaac's character of Moon Knight that we've seen, his avatar died, and he needed a new avatar, so he picked Blade, which is like, dude, why would you pick Blade in the first place? That's amazing, dude. So he picks Blade, and Blade as Moon Knight, and like the way he talks and the way he like, they're coming, like just like everything he says, or like when they go to see Valkyrie. Yeah, when they go to see Valkyrie and he like pops with like Khonshu comes out and it's like, do you not recognize me? Like that whole scene was insane, dude.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Khonshu, what's up? Yeah, come on in.
And they had a good twist right there.
Yeah, that was a good twist too. So, you know what's funny? So we were doing our Fave5s and I was talking about we should do like either Fave5 cameos, which cameos have been a big thing this week, or Fave5 twists. Because of the twist at the end of Peacemaker, I didn't even think about the twist in Marvel Zombies because that was a crazy twist. That was a crazy twist where
and they pumped and not pump faked us, but they did like it. They let us in to like believe that it was like, okay, it's almost over, and then it was like, nigga, no, this is it right here.
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope.
Which, by the way, so Marvel Zombies, right? Kamala Khan. She's so dope. Her powers, it's like she's learning. She's really getting better with her powers in this show.
Yes,
it's dope.
Yes, let's talk about it. Kamala Khan in this freaking what if
context,
thing,
yeah,
Marvel Zombies was sick, dude.
Yeah, she was
like,
dope.
And I'm not saying like the actress is bad or anything in the
show
in the live action show. A lot of people liked it, but like this one was just like, damn, okay, she's powerful.
Yeah, she's
and
dope.
Like, and she's cool. Like, she's a kid. Like, don't get me wrong. Like the live action one could do this. I just feel like they need to put her around people that are like Riri and young Hawkeye.
I think once we get Young Avengers, she's gonna really shine and it's gonna be really dope.
I don't think this is my person. Her alone, nah.
But with her with Riri and her with Kate Bishop, like
even her with the Marvels, it was all right. But this one, like with Riri, like because they're closer in age and it felt like
fun and just exciting.
I think that's how you do it. And also her powers are dope. Like she was
she
powerful.
killed Namor, dude.
Yeah,
she killed Namor.
That joint with blowing up his hair. That joint was crazy, bro.
That was one of the sickest scenes.
Yeah,
I love that.
For those that don't know, and we're spoiling it for you guys, Namor was a beast.
He's so scary. He was ripping people in half, just like no problem. He was maybe one of the scariest parts of the show.
And no one had an answer for this guy. And then Kamala Khan put her hand in his mouth, paused, and like blew up her hand
into like a big spiky ball
and blew his head up. And bro, that joint was wild. I was like, yo, like that's crazy because you at the time it's what does Diane say? Avery always loves the high stakes. It's high stakes.
Yeah.
Because even in the beginning, the two main people that you thought was going to be the main people died.
Yeah.
Riri died, and then young Hawkeye died.
Well, Riri doesn't die. I mean, we're talking about spoilers on this, but Riri didn't die because she got bit, but she's like, I've been meaning to test this out, and she hit herself with that shot in the beginning, right? So I think she made a cure.
Yeah,
that's why the twist at the very, very end is that she's still alive, and that the world is like, that Riri's the only one that's still alive, and she has a cure apparently.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
maybe there's a way to fix this all.
Okay. Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't know if they're leading to a season 2 or if there's gonna be more, or if it's just an open-ended thing.
Marvel's trying to make money. That's gonna be a season 2.
There has to be a season.
For
There
sure.
should be a season 2 for sure.
For sure.
But regardless, right? She what Avery was saying right away. Kate Bishop gets murdered, like vaporized, and that was insane to me. I was like, oh, okay, we're killing people like right away.
Important
people like
yeah.
right away. So
and
like,
what do we say? We said this is Game of Thrones. Well,
Yeah.
Dree said this is Game of Thrones. Important characters dying. Great show.
Yeah. That's like you have to, because if you know the person's not gonna die, then like all the bad stuff, all the things that happen, you're like, I don't care because like I know they're gonna get out of this okay. But as soon as like they're like escaping, and I'm like, okay, they're gonna escape, and then Kate Bishop literally gets vaporized, I was like, oh, okay, that's what this type of show is. We're gonna literally kill everyone, which. Let's be real. They literally killed every single person on the show.
Yeah.
The only person,
Thor,
dude. Oh my god.
Yeah, Thor murked like everybody. Thor murked literally
like half the freaking cast.
Yeah.
Dude. Thor, he vaporized like with his lightning. He killed everyone.
He literally tore Blade apart.
Oh yeah, he shot the lightning on Thor or Blade. Blade tried to like attack Thor, and then he like shot the like
who
the
did
thing.
He tear? He tore somebody.
He ripped someone in half. I forgot, dude. He was just like going crazy. Okay, so oh my god, it was so freaking good, dude. When they first get to Asgard, like okay, the whole show is already good, right? Like we're seeing everything going on. Some big parts that I wanted to talk about. One, the Captain America being cut in half when they're going to Red Guardian, when they go to find Red Guardian, and she has the mind control of all the zombies. That whole part was sick. But they have Abomination and a zombie Abomination, which is insane. He takes zombie Captain America and throws him the half of him that's still alive. And when he lands, he's like, that was so scary to me when he's climbing through the vents and you just see him like, because Captain America is already scary, but a zombie Captain America that's a half of a Captain
always. Every time you see it, a Captain America is relentless. So a zombie relentless Captain America,
dude, he's
never
gonna stop.
Yeah.
He's never gonna and it's perfect. Like the matchup that we got. It's like finally we get Red Guardian versus Captain America, and it happens, and like that whole scene. Even the twist where he's like, oh, I know you're in the vents, and he's like looking up, and then he looks down, and he's in the bottom of the vent, pops up on him. Like that was a cool part when he was like fighting him, and Captain America hides behind the shield and is like rolling around the room. Like that was so freaking sick. And then of course him and Alexi are fighting, and then Alexi ends up like smashing him with like body slamming him and like smashing his head.
He literally obliterates his body.
Yeah, and so like just blood and guts. Which was amazing. That part was sick.
Dude, imagine that live action.
I would, oh my god, dude, I would lose my mind, dude. That's why this animation is so sick, because they could do things that they would never do in live action. I wish they would do it in live action, but they won't. But
which actually, man, a Marvel
Zombies movie would be insane.
We've come a long way from Marvel, bro. Like, let's just tap into really fast, real quick, from Marvel Endgame, or even Marvel with No Way Home. No, even back more. Whatever. What I'm trying to say is Marvel has been like teetering on the edge of like, yo, we understand and we have adult audiences.
Yeah.
So like we go with not WandaVision, the other one with the girl like
Agatha.
Karen. Yeah, Agatha. Agatha was straight like
adult
demons.
Demonic,
her booty was out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like bad. And then I think what other movie they said the F word. Deadpool. Deadpool was like
Deadpool was rated R.
Yeah, so
even
like
in Captain America, even in Age of Ultron, like I think they say shit, but then remember Captain America's like language.
Yeah,
so they were teetering on.
So
it,
like I feel like they're fully engulfed now, especially with this. So it's like, what can we expect now? Like it's like I feel like, especially because how DC is just kind of like
how Peacemaker is like.
I feel like
The Boys. Think about The Boys. Like,
I feel like they're gonna play with it, like still have it try to be a little
family friendly,
but they're gonna still be like, we still got.
They have different movies for different audiences, which is like what James Gunn is doing, right? Like he said Peacemaker is for adults. Like he knows what he's doing with Peacemaker. That's for adults. So people were like mad because I saw people, there was like backlash being like, oh, how can you make Peacemaker but then make Superman? And he's like, because it's for two different audiences. Like Superman's for everyone, Peacemaker's for adults. Like X-Men 97, I think was a little more skewed towards adults because
there was like
it's from 97,
and
so
they
like
were, and they were like smashing. I think.
Yeah. So it's like if you're
like
of course,
Magneto was smashing.
Yeah.
What's her name? The hair, white hair.
Yeah, Rogue, Rogue. Yeah. So it's like
smashing.
Yeah, and
in
so
the cartoon, we watch what the weird dudes watch. Hentai. We watching hentai on freaking Disney Plus, bro. It's freaking crazy, bro.
Yeah. So, but they know it's like obviously like the people who watch X-Men 97 are the people who watch the original X-Men in 97, and we're all like in our 30s now. So it's like you gotta like skew towards that.
Yeah. So I think Marvel was going in that direction,
and we're seeing it with X-Men with our Marvel Zombies, right? Like Marvel Zombies is insane. It's gory. It's crazy, bloody, guts, ripping people in half. Like it's insane, but. I was going to say, what Marvel Zombies was essentially like another version of Endgame for me. It was so sick. It was like what we've been waiting for Marvel. It's like seeing all these characters interact. Like that's the best thing about Marvel, right? Is seeing, Riri interact with Kamala Khan and Hank Pym, or no, Paul Rudd's Ant-Man with Spider-Man and Black Panther and like Thor and like, you're seeing all these characters like connect, and it's like, that's so cool to see them. Like I loved when Jimmy Woo and Alexi were like at the table together, and Jimmy Woo did the close-up magic to Alexi, and he's like, this guy, like that stuff is so funny because like that would like that's a funny interaction that would happen if they were together. So like you see, putting those different characters together is so sick. Also, Death Dealer was sick in this show, dude. Like Death Dealer and Shang-Chi when he got bit and then they used the 10 rings.
That's who Thor ripped up.
Did you know? I didn't even realize, but that was the fake Captain America, dude. That was with Baron Zemo. Remember he ripped up. That was John Walker or whatever. I didn't even realize it. Like I saw, but I had to watch the breakdown, and then they're like, "Oh, that's John Walker," and I was like, "Oh, I was wondering why this guy like is here," but it was him. Yeah, it was But yeah. So, anyways, like that whole scene, like even them going to the rift, like when they're in the rift and you think that they're safe, like you're like, "Oh, okay, they're safe. They're going into the ocean," and then you're like, "Wait a second. There's Asgardians, or the freaking Atlanteans in the ocean."
Wait a second.
That whole scene was sick.
We gotta talk about it because I did not watch the breakdown, so you probably watched it and you probably know. Who was in the clouds? Is that
Icarus from that was Icarus and Captain? Yeah.
All right, I thought so.
Yes, from Eternals.
Yeah,
okay,
and then that's Miss Marvel.
Yes, Miss Marvel.
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. So that's Captain Marvel fighting Icarus, and basically what they're implying
they can't die.
That neither one of them can die.
Yeah.
Well, Captain Marvel's already a zombie, but Icarus can't be infected.
Yeah.
Which lets you know that the Eternals can't be infected, which is like, okay, so in this world, where are the other Eternals? What's going on? Where's Sprite? And the guy from the Sabrina Carpenter's ex-boyfriend, I forgot his name, the one who was like in Saltburn and stuff. He's the one that can control minds.
Oh yeah.
He, right? I just saw a theory about this afterwards. They're like, if they do a season 2, now that we know that the Eternals can't be infected, that guy, he can control people's minds. What if he can control zombies the way that Wanda's controlling zombies? And now we have a matchup where like he might be the one to be able to stop Wanda because he can't get infected and he can also control the zombies just like Wanda can. So like, what if he starts taking over those? So there's so many things that they could do with this dude.
Yeah.
It's so freaking sick. And there's characters they didn't even touch yet. So it's like, dude, come on. Like there's Red Hulk. I literally have Red Hulk zombie. I don't know if it's right. It's right there. I see it right there. But I have the Red Hulk zombie thing. Like where's Red Hulk zombie? Like, what I mean? There's all this stuff. So that was amazing. Obviously, let's talk about the Hulk because my favorite thing in the world is the Hulk. Yeah. Right? But the whole setup where it's like it was the Infinity series storyline where Hulk came back, right? In the What If episode, Hulk comes back and it turns out that the twist at the end of the episode was that there was a zombie Thanos and he had some of the Infinity Stones, and the storyline was still the same from like Infinity War. But in this series of Marvel Zombies, it shows that freaking Black Panther and I guess who else was with them? Spider-Man and Ant-Man. Mm-hmm. They went to stop freaking Thanos, and Thanos ends up getting all 5 Infinity Stones, or all 6 Infinity Stones, and he's learning. Mm-hmm. He's learning how to control, and you're seeing that the zombies are like actually smart, like they're learning and they're picking things up. And so, anyways, Black Panther ends up sacrificing himself, and it releases all the energy from the Infinity Stones.
Crazy.
And I'm so happy they did this. They're like, what can stop all this power? Who can stop all this power from destroying the world? The freaking Hulk, the most powerful character in Marvel. They send in the Hulk, and he absorbs all the freaking energy from the Infinity Stones, and he's just sitting there with the most insane look, dude. Infinity Hulk. I never even imagined it in my mind. I want a freaking giant Infinity Hulk poster now because it was so sick the way that he was, and I was like, oh my, he's gonna be so powerful, dude.
Which I do have questions. I enjoyed it thoroughly. It was amazing, but I do have questions like, because Thanos had all the stones and he just snapped. So like,
but he
was engulfed in Infinity Stones. So why he just be like, hey, nigga, stop.
Yeah, no,
you know
I mean,
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it could have because
also
doesn't go in detail like that. It probably had to make. The show.
I think because if you think like the Hulk's not that smart. Like,
oh, it's no longer Bruce Banner.
It's not Bruce Banner.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Hulk.
Okay, yeah.
It's Hulk.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Hulk's not gonna think to do that stuff. He's just gonna. He's just a brute force.
I forgot.
And
they said
he's like a monk Hulk. He's like sitting there and he's just like.
Yeah, they said Bruce Banner is no longer a part of him. So it makes sense. Hulk is not. Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in his right mind, and so he's just sitting there absorbing the energy, Infinity Stones, and then that final scene, dude. That battle scene, I watched it 3 times already. It's just when they show up, when Wanda has her full army, she has the Asgard, she has like the Asgardian, she has all of her squad, she has like Abomination, all that stuff, all the zombies, and then they pull up on Infinity Hulk, and he's just sitting there watching them all run at him, and then when Abomination runs and jumps over the army and runs at Hulk, and he's just like stands up at the last minute and boom, just like smashes it, like obliterates him, dude.
Crazy.
As soon as that happened, I was like, my mind was like I was.
Yeah, that was a while.
I lost my mind. I was like, this is everything I've ever wanted from the Hulk. Like, this is the power levels that I've been waiting to see from the Hulk.
Which are they foreshadowing?
I hope so, dude. I hope so.
Not him being in an Infinity thing, but like
just
Hulk
him
being
that
like
powerful.
being like that guy.
Yeah,
because they kind of like did him dirty this whole.
Yeah,
Infinity
they have to.
saga.
He needs a redemption arc, you know.
Yeah.
So like that being said, and then when the army starts coming and Hulk's
could be big foreshadowing actually, where he's gonna be the one to save everybody from doom.
Yeah, he could be.
Hey, you heard it here first. This could be big foreshadowing of the Hulk
being the one to
save everybody
and then
from
everyone,
doom.
Yeah, everyone has to come together and kind of like work with Hulk. But like Hulk is like, I mean, he's the most powerful piece of anything in Marvel, right? And the fact that he was just going like this and just like like not even touching anybody, just and like a wave of energy sending all the zombies back, dude. It was insane. The one thing I didn't get that I really wanted was I wanted him to do the freaking thunderclap. I was waiting for the moment where he did the thunderclap thing and just like blew out the whole entire army, but it was so sick. But like the way she like attacked him was sick too. She sent Abomination first, that didn't work. Then she sent like the Asgards to like shoot at him, and that didn't work. Then she sends the giant zombies to start hitting him, and he's just like, the way that they show it too is so sick. He's like, they're pounding, like they're all hitting him, and he's just like head down, and he's like, all right, enough of this, and he like stands up and is like, and rips them in half. Like, oh my god, it was insane, dude. Oh, and then of course the moment of all moments, the moment that I watched over and over again was Zombie Thor shows up. And when Zombie Thor shows up and it's like Zombie Thor versus Infinity Hulk, it was everything I've ever wanted in my life. It was incredible. Yeah. And seeing them fight each other was insane. And of course, Hulk comes out on top. He does the move that he did in Ragnarok. He hits him up into the air, jumps up in the air, punches him down to the ground, and then lands on his head and literally blows up Thor's head.
It's also the second battle that we have with Thor and Hulk.
Yeah.
So
we need another one.
We need another one in live action because the first one was in Ragnarok,
and now we got this one in this one. And,
they're setting it up. They're
the two most powerful characters.
I feel like they won't battle again. I feel like they'll work together with Doom because Thor's freaking crazy. Like. Yeah. It's just We're gonna get like a super we're gonna have to take the power levels even up higher, right? Like in Thor Ragnarok, he ends up being like super powerful, and so now we know how powerful Thor can be, and then and we need to see Hulk's ultimate power levels, and then Doom's ultimate power. Like we're gonna see everyone's power levels like increase to a point that we're like, okay, it's mind blowing now. But ultimately, 11, 12 out of 10 for Marvel Zombies. I loved it to the point that I've watched it 3 times already. Yeah. That final battle scene is literally Infinity War. And
Wanda is so scary during the whole entire thing. Like, she's scary. The jump scares in it, like, there was a few jump scares that actually like got me where I was like, oh shit, okay, that was scary. And the best thing about it, I think, was that it was not a happy ending. I thought they were like, okay, they're gonna save it, it's all gonna end out happy, and it's not. Like, it ends up that Wanda wins, dude. Wanda wins. Just like in Infinity Wars when Thanos won and everyone left like, wait, that's the end? He won? Yeah. That's how I felt at the end of this, where I was like, wait, did Wanda just kill everyone and now everyone's zombies and that's the end of it? But it also made me think, like, too, it's like very like Matrixy, where it's like Wanda wins and she makes everyone believe that she like rewrites reality, kind of, where now everyone's back in their perfect world. But in real life, you see at the end that Kamala's kind of starting to see glimpses of what's really happening, because Riri's still alive, and she's like, it's all fake, it's all fake. You get out of it, right? And then it ends. So it's like, would you want to wake up from that and be like, let's try to fix it and save it? Or would you just want to live in the world that Wanda created for you? Because I don't want to be in the zombie world.
That's the thing.
I'd rather kind of just live in the...
That's what separates the heroes from civilians.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's the question at the end. It's like, okay, so Riri has a cure apparently, and she's still alive, and she's gonna get Kamala out of it, and it will be up to Riri and Miss Marvel to
which is gonna probably be. I mean, there's more characters, so they're probably gonna bring in people who weren't a part of the battle. And
I mean, there's still like the Eternals. There's still, like I said, Red Hulk. There's still a lot of characters, I'm sure, that haven't even been touched that are in there. We don't know if they're dead or they're alive. So I mean,
and did they what happened with the Nova thing? They
the Nova Corps was.
Did they leave, or did they kill them?
The Nova Corps killed everyone on Earth, and the Guardians of the Galaxy. Are the Guardians of the Galaxy out there? Like
Rocket got killed.
Rocket got killed, and Groot. Rocket and Groot got killed.
But it's more of them.
Loki. Where's Loki? Yeah, Loki's powerful as
hell. So they could come back. They could come back with a season 2.
We know Vision. All them are done.
There's a lot that they could do.
We didn't see Bucky. Did we see Bucky?
Bucky wasn't in there. No.
We didn't see War Machine. We didn't see like a lot of people. So there's a lot of characters that they still didn't touch. So I'm really excited. I mean, Venom would be freaking sick. Imagine a zombie Venom. Oh my God, that'd be so scary, dude. Like, they can do some crazy stuff. So I really hope that this isn't just the end of Marvel Zombies. I hope there's another series with it. But yeah, Marvel Zombies was amazing. Please go watch it. I've been waiting to talk about that for so long.
Marvel Zombies was good, man.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Gen V, dude. Nothing crazy happened, but they're cooking.
Yeah,
right now.
they're cooking right for sure.
Yeah, they're building up to something big. It was one of those episodes where it was like not filler, but it was like it was a good episode.
It was very important because Cypher is that nigga.
Yeah, Cypher is crazy.
Sorry, Diana, I'm not bad. Cypher is that guy, bro. Like, Cypher is like, the way he used Jordan is insane.
Yeah. Oh,
bro, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's the one. That's the part of the episode like that made it all worth it, because it was like, not dragging, but it was just like, okay, all right, guys, get to the point.
They're setting up the fight between Jordan and
then Cypher becomes Jordan. Like, whoa,
yeah.
Like, that nigga is
they
like
thought they had him.
X-ass nigga.
Yeah, they thought they had him. They're like, oh, he's a human. Like, that's why he's not able to, like, you know, when Marie is doing the blood stuff, which was awesome, by the way. Like, I was showing, my girlfriend was watching it with me, and she's like, why is that so cool that she can lift up the bags of blood without exploding? I'm like, do you understand, like, how strong her powers are? Like, she's doing stuff that, like, she can manipulate anyone with her blood powers now. And when she was in the room and she was able to sense that he didn't have any V in his system, like, that was sick. But now I'm like, wait, if he doesn't have any V in his system, you're like thinking like, oh, he's just a human. We have him, like, we got him, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, the reveal shows that he's super smart, so he's probably hiding it.
Yeah,
like,
I don't know what he's doing with his blood. Like, he's Cypher, dude. We gotta figure him out. We gotta decipher the Cypher, dude. Yeah, when he controlled
this joint is like, we say it's subtle, but like it revealed a lot, and like Cypher is scary.
And who knows what is Godolkin? Is Godolkin the guy in his room?
Yeah, I feel like that's his dad for sure.
Is that his dad, or like maybe that's like a clone of him or a version of him?
I feel like that's his dad from back in the day. Because what do we say?
We never saw the body.
We never saw the body die. He didn't die. He got
out.
Something possessed him or something. So I feel like he's been a soup maybe for that long. Or
maybe he was the original soup, Godolkin. Maybe he's like the original soup.
Yeah,
but what people have been theorizing online is that maybe Godolkin is actually controlling Cypher from that bed, and Cypher's not really him. And like even like the weird things like where they went to Cypher's house and he was riding the bike. They're like, maybe that's because Godolkin's controlling him and he's not comfortable with cars because he grew up way back then before cars, you know?
Ooh.
So, like, even like little stuff like that they're giving us
Who's
hints at.
cooking like that?
I think it was New Rockstars.
New Rockstars? Yeah, that's cooking right there.
Yeah, I was like, that's sick. I didn't even think about that. Like,
because like, that's
it's
so
weird that he's riding a bike. Why
like, you're the guy. You're the guy of like.
But you have a little helmet on and a bike and you're just like, it's so weird. Like, you know?
Yeah. But also, like I said
creepy.
last episode, like, bro is not worried about Homelander. So this nigga might be more powerful than this nigga.
Yeah, he's not worried about Homelander.
That nigga sat there, I was like, let's call Homelander. Like, nigga, you don't say that about Homelander. Like,
yeah.
Homelander's that nigga. Like, you know what I mean? Like you scared of Homelander, right? So, like, it's like, bro, for him to sit back and be like, well, let's call Homelander. So, yeah, when they said that this is going to go directly into, I feel like this guy's going to be, you know what's crazy? I feel like they're setting it up for Cypher to be a bad guy, but I feel like he's not a bad guy. I feel like he's trying to, I don't say train
people to go against,
train Marie to help him beat Homelander. That's what I think, but I could be wrong.
Okay, so what I'm thinking too is like, okay, we obviously have Godolkin, who is like an old man who runs the university. He was like the original scientist, right, who helped with the V. But also we have Vought, the guy who runs Vought, the original guy who was the Vought guy.
Yeah.
So those two old men we have these two old men in the story. What if they have a rivalry and like they're trying to stop each other, and that's the ultimate thing, and it's like Homelander and Vought and all them versus Godolkin and all the new younger heroes against like the seven, you know what I mean? Like that could be a big thing too. Or we
and then you got my enemy of my enemy, which is Butcher and them going with Marie and them.
Yeah.
This is like, hey,
and ultimately,
or Butcher's just like F everybody.
I mean, Butcher and Homelander did say we're gonna just watch the world burn. So like, who cares? Like, they're willing to kill everyone and everything to stop each other. So like, who knows what happens? But it's setting up some good stuff. But I have a feeling too. Like, I think Vought and Godolkin were both like Nazis back in the day, and they're like scientists that created all these superheroes and stuff, and like that's what's going on with this stuff, and they might be partnered together, and it's a whole big conspiracy theory because we saw when they went into Godolkin's room that he had Nazi stuff, and he's with, you know, also we know that Vought was like that too, so who knows what's going on, but that was crazy. Another big thing that was funny about this episode was Bushmaster. That's why I wanted another big thing. We were gonna do our Fave5.
Yo, that power is so freaking weird.
It's so dumb.
Bro.
So we were gonna do our Fave5 today, and I was like, oh, my original thought for Fave5 was for us to do dumbest powers, because Bushmaster's powers is that she can control her hair. Like kind of like there's like Medusa in the Inhumans. Like I think Medusa in Inhumans, which is a Marvel thing, her power is that she can control her hair and she can do crazy stuff, and it's pretty cool power in Inhumans, but she can't control her head hair. She can only control her pubes. So like she grows up. So like literally it's the scene where she like pulls down her pants and like her pubes are like doing stuff. It was insane. It was so stupid, dude.
Bro, that's also you mentioned this on the phone and I wanted to talk about it. It's like, bro, how clever are these writers and creators of this show? Because like, how do you think of that? Like, you don't think about that. Like, when you think about powers, you're like, oh, I wish I could fly. I wish I could be invisible. But like, you don't think about the booty powers. Like the doo-doo powers. Like, oh girl, like she had to spit in the can because it was like money and something like that. Honey, it's like, bro, that's like a dumb power.
Yeah,
bro.
It's a dumb. She has a stinger, but she can't use it because if she stings, she'll die. Like that's a dumb power.
Dumb power, bro. Like imagine like
that one. A sausage, the sausage dude from the first couple seasons of The Boys, where he has like he can control his dick and like he like that's his power. It's like grows big and grows small. He uses that to fight. Like that's a dumb power. But like
dumb power,
so like
bro.
we were gonna do those powers, but I couldn't think of enough dumb powers. And ultimately what we came upon was cameos, which we're gonna get into right now. Let's do our Fave5 for cameos. Fave5 cameos. All right. I'm gonna start off because I have a good list of our Fave5 cameos. Obviously, we're doing our Fave5 cameos based off of Nicholas Hoult showing up as Lex Luthor in this show. Obviously, in Marvel Zombies, all these different cameos from different actors and stuff. Which I wish they would have had at least a voice of T'Challa being like Wakanda Forever. You know, that would have been sick.
That would have been sick. Yeah.
But regardless, we got some Fave5 cameos. So I'm gonna start with my number 5, and then I also have some honorable mentions. Okay, so number 5, I have to say this is like back in the day. You're not gonna know about this one, but for me, this was a funny one, and I think a lot of people who know like the '90s stuff is Brad Pitt showing up in Friends.
Okay, I didn't.
Now, Friends is like one of my favorite shows of all time. I feel like that's what shaped my comedy and everything. And I know a lot of people hate Friends. Either you hate Friends or you love Friends. I love Friends more than anything. I can watch it every single day and still not get tired of it. The jokes are always funny. They always hit. But at the time, the big couple was Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt. Mm-hmm. And Jennifer Aniston is obviously the major star in Friends. Mm-hmm. And there's an episode where Brad Pitt shows up on the show and he hates Rachel, like Jennifer Aniston's character, because she played him like in high school, and so like they like have this like little rivalry. He hates her and stuff, and it's such a funny episode. And it's also funny because they were dating in real life, right? So it's like, and it's like this big star coming into Friends. That was a good one. Number 4, Stan Lee in every Marvel movie.
Yeah, tough.
Come on.
Tough, yeah.
Anytime Stan Lee showed up in any Marvel movie, like that was like a big thing where like we were like, oh,
you're
hell
waiting.
Yeah, Stan Lee.
Yeah, you're kind of waiting, and then like when it happened, they always made it like a cool like moment. Like I remember one of my favorite ones is the fight scene in Amazing Spider-Man with Andrew Garfield, where he's fighting the Lizard, and like Stan Lee's just kind of cleaning up, and like he's just walking, like I think he has headphones on or something, and like he's literally walking, and the fight's happening behind him, and I think that was one of my favorite Stan Lee like cameos for sure. Yeah.
So even in the Miles Morales Spider-Man movie, where he's a comic book store owner, or like he works at the bodega or something like that. Yeah. That one's a good one too. Like there's so many good Stan Lee ones that are just amazing. All right, now for me, this is a big one. Lou Ferrigno in Hulk, but the Hulk with Edward Norton, the first Hulk movie with Edward Norton. Lou Ferrigno played the original Hulk in the like 80s, right?
What part did he come in?
There's a part in the thing where he's like a security worker, and he goes into the office. I think also Stan Lee's in that scene too. But like there's a scene where he goes and he like is trying to get security clearance, and Lou Ferrigno's the security worker. And I was like, that's dope, because like that's the original Hulk and the Hulk, right? Okay. So anyways, number 2, Blade when he showed up in Deadpool and Wolverine. That one was like one of the ones where I was like, that blew my mind. Dude. Like when he showed up, what's his name? The who plays Blade?
Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes. So when Wesley Snipes showed up as Blade in Wolverine, like that was so sick. Yeah. Which I'm also gonna throw in on to add to that was Captain America, but as the Fantastic Four, Mr.
Johnny Storm.
Chris Evans as Johnny Storm in that. So that was a good one too. Like that one got me. Both of those cameos in Deadpool and Wolverine were like major. All right. And my number 1, I think, is the best cameo of all time, and I think Avery's gonna agree is the best cameo of all time. Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire in Spider-Man.
That's my number 1.
That's the best one. That's the best one. Yeah. But I have some honorable mentions. Okay, so. A good one. I'm gonna start in the back. Pause. Vin Diesel when he shows up in Tokyo Drift at the end of Tokyo Drift. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like, because you're watching Tokyo Drift and you're like, "Is this a freaking Fast and Furious movie?" And like the whole time you're like, "Okay, this is a great movie. I like it, but does it tie into like Fast and Furious?" And then at the end, he rolls down his window and it's Vin Diesel, and I was like, that was the best part of the movie for me. That was sick. Okay. Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones when he's like he plays a song and like they're in the woods and he plays like a song and Ed Sheeran's in it. It's a random little part, but I remember that part and it always stuck with me because I was like, that was funny. Like Ed Sheeran was in there. Tom Cruise in Tropic Thunder. When I didn't know it was Tom Cruise for the whole entire movie, and then he's like the manager, and he's like dancing, he does the dance and stuff. Like that one was funny because like you don't see Tom Cruise in that kind of role, so that was a good one. Matt Damon and Luke Hemsworth in Thor Ragnarok when they're doing the acting.
Yeah, that one's tough. Yeah,
that was a good one.
Yeah, that was
all right.
Tough.
This one's for you. I did this one exclusively for you. Michael Jackson and Men in Black 2.
Oh, man, that's one of mine. That was yours. That's one of mine. Oh, damn. That was one of mine.
Both yours. Yeah, Michael Jackson and Men in Black 2.
Damn, you got 2 of mine. So my first one was Andrew Garfield and them. And then one of I don't know what I was gonna put on the list, but Michael Jackson was in there.
Yeah.
But I got 3 more. I got 3 more. And one's gonna it's gonna be like a curveball. So I'll start with the most notable one that you would know is I loved Michael B. Jordan in Black Panther 2.
Oh,
where
yeah.
they revealed that he was the ancestral plane.
Yeah.
Like, that was so dope.
Yes.
That
I forgot about that.
that
Okay,
was
yeah,
so
that's a
cool.
good one. Yeah, when Shuri goes into the
Shuri goes
ancestral
into
plane,
ancestral plane.
it's yeah.
And it's like, cause we like, I still remember being in a movie theater and like trying to figure out what's gonna happen. Like, how are they gonna end freaking Black Panther? Like, and then Shuri goes into the ancestral plane. You're like, oh damn, did they get Chadwick? Did they get Chadwick? And then she turns the corner and Michael B. Jordan is just like kind of like sitting all cool.
Dope, yeah.
He's like, "What up, cousin?" or something like that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, like that's brilliant."
That was a good one.
I wasn't expecting that because I was thinking like maybe it was a deep fake of Chadwick or like how are they gonna do it? But like to make it like the cousin, like I thought that was really cool.
That was a good one.
Yeah,
That's a good one. I didn't even think
one.
about that one. That one's a great one.
And then one that's like not too big, but it's good for me. Like I love it's Steve Urkel in Full House.
Oh,
It was so
yeah.
goofy.
That's
and
a
like,
classic one.
Yeah,
That's a
like
classic.
so
That's a
goofy
classic
and
one.
like silly, but like it was just a cool crossover because like as a kid, like you're in the '90s and you see Steve Urkel, black. Well, they did that in the '80s, but like being a black kid and seeing like this black kid kind of like come over and like destroy Full House and like he being like the main guy. I thought that was really cool
Yeah,
for
that's
me.
funny. That's a good one. That's a really good one. Actually, I didn't think about
that's
that.
a good one.
I know
And
there's the Family Matters where like and Will Smith. Our Fresh Prince thing where Uncle Phil goes into like I think it was Family Matters.
Is it? I'm not sure if that.
I'll have to show you that clip.
Yeah,
but it's like where they always say
that
that the dads looked alike, and then like he shows up. I have to show you that. I'll show you that.
Oh, I mean maybe Fresh Prince, maybe maybe not James Avery, maybe the dad from.
I don't know if it was
maybe the dad from Family Matters went into Fresh Prince. Fresh Prince had crazy
I'll
cameos.
show you the clip.
They had crazy cameos.
Is James Avery from
Family Matters.
Yeah, but at the end of it or something like that. I'll show you later.
But yeah, Fresh Prince has some very notable cameos. I could go on and on. Chris Rock. Chris Rock is in that.
Now
like,
I'm thinking about it too.
There's
I'm like,
so many in Fresh Prince.
Biggie was in Martin.
Oh yeah,
that's a good
Biggie
one.
and Martin. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good
one. Forgot about that.
But yeah, since you took so many of mine, the last one that I'm gonna say for today is one that you're probably gonna hate, and it's very like I don't care. I love it, dude. You guys gonna hate it too. It's cool though, because everybody hated this. The Rock going and doing a rap verse on Tech Nine's song. It's about drive. It's about patience. I love that, bro. I know the verse wasn't as great as it could have been, but bro, that's The Rock, bro.
That's so funny,
and The
dude.
Rock being
That's
with
so
Tech
funny.
Nine and like, doing his thing and like he was very passionate. I'll give him that. Like it wasn't a great verse, but his passion and like him being a bit like at the time, The Rock was on top of the world. So for him to not come down, but like
go to work with Tech Nine. Yeah, who's a big underground artist.
Yeah,
right?
I thought that was super cool. That crossover and like, it was a moment. Like people made fun of it, but like me personally, like, yeah, the verse wasn't great, but like it was the moment for me, man. Like, I rock with The Rock, man. Everybody knows that. Rock is my guy. So yeah, The Rock coming and doing a verse with Tech Nine and just being like a brotherhood for Tech. Like, dude, he showed him mad love. He posted it. It was a whole moment. Like he didn't just like.
That's a good one.
He didn't just like, hey, like here's a verse. Like he was like he was.
Did they do a music video for it?
Yeah, it was a music video. It felt like Rock was an artist. That's the way he treated it, and I thought that was cool. So, and anybody talk about The Rock, I know people hate that he did the Black Adam thing or whatever. Like it's a lot of talk with The Rock, but The Rock, from what I've seen from the outside looking in, the stand-up guy, that was super dope to me. That was one of the coolest. Like crossovers, him being like a mega star, like jumping on, text.
That's funny too, because I was thinking mostly movies and TV, but then right before we started filming, I started thinking about music stuff, and I was like, oh, dude, I didn't even think about music stuff, but like that's a good one. That's a really good one.
Yeah.
Another one on the music thing that I'll say that was a big one that was funny for me. That was a good one is in Drake's music video having Justin Bieber do the whole music video. For pop
is that
star,
the one? Is that
pop
the
star.
one? Oh yeah.
I'm a pop star, not a doctor.
Yeah.
Like I'm locked up. No, that one was a good one. Where he has Justin Bieber do the whole music video. I still watch that music video to this day.
Yeah, man. Hey, good Fave5 this week, bro.
Good Fave5, guys.
Yeah.
Tell me, you guys, favorite. What? If we missed any, put your favorite cameos in the comments down there.
Before, how long we got? Because I want to show you this before we get off.
Yeah, we can wrap it up right now.
Okay. I want to show Dre this. This is so funny to me, bro. I saved this and I thought this was really funny. So I'm gonna show you the best names in college football. and I'm gonna start from the weakest to the funniest.
It's so funny because I was watching football last week, which I'm so sad because my Chargers lost to the freaking Giants. It's so annoying, dude. We lost.
It's okay. You guys are still good though.
We're 3-0 and we lost to the 0-3 freaking Giants, which they suck. Anyways, also Avery got the new iPhone. Look at this shit. That's nice.
Yeah,
Dude.
man. Shout out to Apple, man. Shout out to Apple.
But we were just talking about that. We were watching it, and you know how they do that like during the beginning of the game where they show like the thing, and I was laughing at it because
you seen the Key and Peele one?
Yeah. So then I showed Kat and Karen the Key and Peele one, and they were cracking up, and I was like, all right, so
this is really funny, bro, and I'm gonna show you so you can just put it on the screen.
Okay.
So this is Bowl. This is the weakest. I'm going to the weakest to the funniest.
Okay.
So it's Bowl, and then you got Haynes Hammer. Or is it Hannes Hammer? I'm not sure. This is the weakest, guys. This is the weakest. The funniest ones are coming, bro. Pause. Memorable Factor is a good one.
Memorable Factor? That's
Memorable
his name?
Factor, yeah.
Your name is Memorable?
It's going to get better, bro. Trust me. Legend Journey. That's funny. That's good.
Well, you have a cousin named Journey, so I feel like that's...
Justice Rider.
That's actually kind of a cool name.
Yeah, that's not like a crazy name. Now they get crazier, bro. Chance Gamble.
That's
not as bad. Yeah. Now here we go. D.I.C. Hopkins.
D.I.C. His name is D.I.C.
D.I.C. Hopkins. D.I.C. Hopkins. Yeah.
That's a cool name. His jersey is dope, bro.
Yeah. And then you got Rocky Bears. Yeah, it's funny. Squirrel White.
His name is Squirrel?
Squirrel White.
His parents name is Squirrel.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's
crazy one.
It's going to get funnier.
Squirrel White?
Demon Clowny.
Is he related to the other Clowny?
He could be. I don't know.
Demon June?
Yeah.
His name is Demon?
King Large. Crazy.
King Large?
Yeah. All right, here we go.
That's a fake name.
Now it's going to be funny.
It's a real name.
Tommy Running Rabbit.
Tommy Running Rabbit? Is he Native American?
Tommy Running Rabbit, bro. He looks Mexican, bro.
He's probably really fast. He's probably native. He has to be native.
He's a running back, so he's probably really fast. Tommy Running Rabbit. That's hilarious.
The hell?
Eli Brick Handler.
Brick Handler?
Yeah, that's a crazy name.
He looks like Gronk.
Mobility.
What? His name is M-O-H Bility. Mobility. If he don't get signed to the freaking NFL, I will get a mobility jersey, dude.
Yeah, that's funny. Cash Cheeks.
Cash Cheeks is crazy. That's a stripper's name, dude.
Yeah, Cash Cheeks, bro.
Hey, I'm sorry, Cash Cheeks, bro.
Yo, imagine telling somebody your name. Hey, what's your name, bro? Cash Cheeks.
I would just say my name is or Cash. Or Cheeks. Call me Cheeks.
Like, I'm Cheeks, bro. I'm pretty sure he goes by Cash. Cash is a cool name.
If he goes to the NFL, I'll get a Cheeks jersey. I'll get a Cheeks jersey.
And then, is that it? That's not it. Hell no. Oh, wait. That's not it.
Okay.
Cash Cheeks. And then Prayer Young Black Goat.
Prayer Young Black Goat? Young
Black Goat is his name, bro.
Young Black
Goat. Prayer is his first name, y'all.
Prayer.
Young Black Goat is his last name.
I mean, how is someone's last name Black Goat?
These guys' parents are definitely younger than us. Because these are college kids, so they're 18. So the parents got to be like 25, 26, something like that. You know what I mean? Like... I don't know. They're young. They gotta be young. Dorillis Clark.
Dorillis is one of the best names. I've always loved Dorillis as a name. When I was in high school, I would say I would put my name as Dorillis for like different things. That's a good name. Dorillis Clark is a good name.
And that's it. I thought that was really funny.
At least his last name's not gay or something like that. Dorillis gay. You know what I mean? Like,
oh, they just implemented. Well, I don't know how true this is, but I saw something that said that Grady Dick is no longer to trade jerseys with anybody.
Oh yeah,
because they did Black Dick.
Yeah, I know. I saw that one.
So I just seen the comments went crazy. They was like, wait till he gets a hold of what's his name? White. It's like White Dick, and then it's another dude on the Orlando Magic. His last name is Little Dick. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's like you can go crazy, bro.
Yeah.
So I don't know how true that is. I feel like they can't do that because that's kind of discrimination. I don't think the NBA would do that. I think they would low key. I feel like
just let them do
I feel like low key they probably would be like, hey Grady, like don't do that.
That's the thing about,
and probably give him bread or something.
That's the thing that's funny though about like how the NBA and NFL run, how they run like very like conservative, and they like try to keep things like not like you can't say stuff. And it's funny because Dana White was just on 60 Minutes, which the segment was kind of dumb. Like if you've been watching the UFC as long as I have, like you already know how hypocritical Dana White is all the time. But it was definitely like more of a fluff piece where they kind of just made Dana White seem like the coolest guy in the world. But his big thing that he said, and I'm actually gonna post it on my UFC Drew channel today. But he was basically saying that we got to protect speech at all costs, even hate speech. You know. Which is like, he's like, that's the most important speech to protect. And it's like, is it? I don't know. That's weird. Why? And then also like Ariel Helwani, which I also recorded that clip too. I'm going to post. Ariel Helwani was like, well, you care about freedom of speech so much and you care about protecting hate speech so much, which is weird. Why do you care about that? Well, you don't care about freedom of press. Right, because Ariel, you try to ruin Ariel's life over like his freedom of press, right, and different stuff. So it's like he's such a hypocrite. Anyways, but it's just interesting to see like how the UFC works, where like you can say anything and you don't really get in trouble. Like Bryce Mitchell was like saying crazy stuff, and he didn't get in trouble. Like he kind of they just said he's dumb, but whatever. But he didn't get fined, he didn't get anything. But in NBA. You trade your jersey with Lil Dick, you know what I mean? And now all of a sudden you're like getting in trouble. So like, honestly, it's funny how it works, you know?
Yeah, just not to get like too crazy on it. I just think the NBA, me personally, I like it in the NBA because when I see I hate that it's black and white that I'm gonna say this, but when I see the NBA and how it used to be run, like. The way, like, what's his name? David Stern?
Yeah, David Stern. Yeah.
David Stern used to do it. Like, bro, anything that anybody did, like...
They'll get in trouble.
No. The media spewed it as, oh, these are thugs. These are thugs.
Yeah.
So, I know it's bad and a lot of things is like, come on, bro. But it's like, honestly, you're protecting, protecting you know what I mean? Like, LeBron's image, like, you know what I mean? Ja Morant is an idiot.
The guns.
Is an idiot, but, like, because the NBA is so, you know, harping on that, it's like... He's still able to be Ja Morant and not have the media be like, oh, this is a thug, you know what I mean? And I like that. Like even Ant, bro, I love Ant. Like Anthony Edwards, dude, like he's such him. He's so him. He's so Atlanta, and he's just turned up because the NBA is so suit and tie and organized. They're allowing him to be him. You know what I'm saying? And it's because the NBA is so like, you know what I mean? Like, but back in the day, dude, the NBA used to be.
They do a good job of protecting the image.
I won't say the NBA. The media used to, like, I remember, bro, like, geez, like, if you just put somebody, oh, that's a dog. But, like, you watch hockey and they fight, like, all the time because they're the white guys. Like, it's just crazy. Like, if somebody, like, even in baseball, like, they're fighting baseball. Like, no one calls them thugs. No one calls it. It was like, it's just. The NBA is holding it to a higher standard, and I understand it. They're protecting the brand. They're really they're a multi-billion-dollar brand now. So you know, global brand. So they're I get it. But yeah, you got to walk on eggshells in the NBA, low key. I feel like because they don't even do a lot of stuff online. If you see, like the guys don't do a lot of stuff online.
They have to because they know they're gonna get fined.
Yeah. There was this one time, real quick, and we gotta probably get out of here.
No, it's cool. There's a couple more things I want to touch on since we're on the sports thing real quick. We're not gonna go in super deep into it.
But there's the reason I feel like it's good for the NBA is because Cade Cunningham went on live one time, bro, and he's just on live and he's just talking to the fans, whatever, and. He invited somebody online, bro, and it was just like this weirdo dude, and he got on. He was like, "Hey, daddy," and like he was just being like super, like he had his feet up in the air, and it's like I understand what the NBA want to protect Cade for that. You know what I'm saying, like stuff like that, or even Jamal Murray when he was getting his meat stick wet. But from his girl, like the NBA shut that down real quick. You know what I mean? So I understand, like you're protecting the players, and you know I get it. But whatever.
It's interesting. It's interesting. Well, to stick in the sports news kind of thing, one thing that we were going to talk about on the podcast, but we didn't really get a chance to. Terrence Crawford, Bud.
Oh yeah,
dude,
man.
Sucks, dude. This guy. They had a freaking parade for this guy after winning the belts and becoming the undisputed champion and all this stuff. And his night ends with him getting pulled over by cops and held at gunpoint by cops to end his night, dude. And it's just like it shows that like no matter who you are in America, no matter what you do, like you can fight on Netflix and the biggest fight in the world, become the undisputed champion, at the end of the day, he's still like a black man in America, and he got held up at gunpoint by the police. And it's just like, come on, dude, you guys know that's Terrence Crawford. You know he has private security. He has like stuff like there's guns, obviously, but it's because he has private. He's one of the biggest celebrities right now. Like you can't do that to him. So it's just like that was a fucked up situation that happened this weekend. That it was just like, dude,
I'm with Charlamagne though. I feel like that guy has something to lose. And
you saw the thing where Charlamagne said
that's
that's
the only reason I know about it.
Let's check his parlays.
Yeah,
like,
I honestly feel like
dude.
I feel like that cop had something to do with like maybe he lost because of Canelo or he lost money or something.
It's like you know that that's
that's
like
that's,
come on,
that's
especially
shitty.
in his
like
city,
even here, like honestly, I mean Omaha's not that big, so let's just say Vegas. Floyd Mayweather is the biggest thing in Vegas. Everyone knows Floyd Mayweather, dude. Any cop knows who Floyd Mayweather is, and you know he's with private security. He's driving. You know what I mean? And at this point, honestly, if you see a black dude with like bread and like hella money, like the likelihood of them being like a thug or like a selling
criminal or
selling drugs, like that's like
90s,
80s, 90s, bro. Like
that's
if you see somebody with bread and like they got security with them and like a lot of people with them, like hood thug niggas is not rolling around with like, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. So if you're in Vegas and you see Floyd Mayweather, this short dude with huge guys around him, come on, bro.
Or even like another good example is John Jones in Albuquerque, because he lives in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So it's like, you know, like if you're pulling over John Jones because he's always getting in trouble doing some stupid shit, they're not holding him up at gunpoint. Like, you know that's John Jones, dude. Come on, like you don't need to do that stuff, right?
Yeah. So shame on
John Jones. You might want to be a little more careful with, because he's also a freaking psycho and he can literally kill you with his bare hands. But that's still different, you know what I mean? Like you still know what to do with that.
Yeah. So shame on that Omaha police officer.
Yeah. Shame on
you. Because shout out to like I said, I watched the thing with Charlamagne, and he said that the mayor and like even some sheriffs was like, I can't believe this happened.
Yeah.
So that's cool that they're like, oh, like they know what's up.
That's like the biggest celebrity in their town. Like he's doing so much for their city and putting them on, right? And he just got the key to the city. I would have been like, I would have showed that. That's what I wouldn't have showed my ID. I would have been like, does this do anything? Yeah. Like, I just got the key to the city. Tough, like, can I get out of this ticket? Like, what are we doing here, dude? Like, come on. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Another thing I was gonna say, last thing, on kind of touch on sports and UFC and all that stuff. Pretty much the White House card for the UFC, which is going to be probably the biggest event that's ever happened in sporting history, is going to be a fight on the White House lawn. They pretty much announced that Conor McGregor is gonna. They didn't announce it, but Conor's been saying it pretty much. But Conor's gonna fight and probably headline that card. And apparently, the rumor is, and this is just crazy, I just wanted to bring it up to get your thoughts on it. The rumor is that he's going to get $100 million and also 100 gold visas. Like, you know, have you seen that Donald Trump created like a gold visa?
What is that?
So essentially, like, you know how you have to get a visa to be in the United States?
Yeah.
Right? So if you pay $1 million, you get a gold visa, and it's like a front of the line pass to just you're in the United States. You're just in. Like, so you kind of like, if you're able to pay $1 million to do it, you get a gold visa and you're able to just get into the United States.
Millionaires don't pay for that because I feel like in 3 years it's not going to be
it's not gonna
useful.
be worth it. Yeah.
Even if the red state wins, I feel like people over there be like, nigga, no.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens. But apparently, Conor McGregor asked for $100 million and 100 of those visas, so he's gonna get 200.
He didn't get. Oh, my bad. I thought Trump offered that to him.
Apparently, well, so I saw an interview with Conor McGregor today, and he was saying that he's not negotiating with the UFC, he's negotiating with the White House. So I don't know, dude. Conor McGregor's also on drugs and he's crazy, so I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Honestly, I'm excited. I know it's really wonky and that sounds very weird about like fighting at the White House, but
it's crazy to see where the sports go.
I feel like it's gonna be
It's gonna be a cool card, and I'm sure it's gonna be stacked with Americans and stuff, so it's gonna be fun.
Our country doesn't need to be worried about fighting on the White House. That should be like the least of president's worry.
Well, so it's because this coming up 4th of July is our 250th year.
Oh, so they're gonna do it on 4th of July.
They were supposed to do it on 4th of July, but because it's so this is the 250th year for America. Like there's going to be so much celebrations and so much stuff going on in Washington that they're going to do it earlier. I think they're going to do it in June or April.
Oh, okay.
So we'll see. But yeah, so or not June, right? June, July. Yeah, June or April, I guess. Anyways, but yeah, so it's gonna be dope. But I thought that was a funny thing that Conor McGregor asked for 100 gold visas. I thought that was hilarious for him and his friends. Like he's gonna just come, he's just gonna bring some of his homies to America, and there's gonna be citizens.
Does that mean that you could just fly in?
Yeah, I think you could just do whatever. Yeah,
too?
you just come in and you just like you get to be here, stay for as long as you want.
I'm about to tell Hop about that.
Yeah,
like, hey, bro, go get a $1 million visa, bro. Like,
I mean, he's a U.S. citizen. He doesn't need it.
I mean, true. Yeah. I mean, but you get free flights if you leave the country, right?
No, you just get to be because you can't just if you're from another country, you can't just stay in America. You can come and visit, but you can't stay in America.
Oh,
you can't live here.
You go on and let you stay.
Yeah, you get to stay here and live here and become like a citizen kind of without. It's kind of dumb. Anyways, but interesting, crazy. Yeah. Who knows what's going on in this world?
Oh, also,
I thought that was funny.
We got a big card.
Yeah, this weekend. Speaking of UFC, we got a big card. We did talk a little bit about UFC Perth in the beginning, but UFC Perth was amazing, dude. Freaking Carlos Ulberg knocked out Dominic Reyes in the first round, first exchange. It was insane. The whole fight card was pretty sick, and I'm pissed because I put a big parlay, 12 fight parlay on all the Australians and New Zealanders to win, and I got screwed because one guy won the fight. But the referee decided, and it's a big controversy. Everyone's talking about it in the UFC world right now. Big controversy from this weekend is that the ref stopped the fight. The fight was over. He won the fight, but then the guy was like, no, I'm still good. And then the ref was like, oh, I guess we're still going. And then, like, let the fight continue. And then the guy ended up losing the fight. So it's like that screwed my parlay. I would have won $1,200 off a $2 bet because of that parlay, and I missed it by one fight because this referee screwed it up for me, dude. He should have just stopped it. It should have been over. And they're talking about overturning the results, and I'm like, okay, that's cool for the guy, but like that's still like my bookie's not gonna be like, actually he did win. Like they're not gonna give me the money for do that. So like it's just like it screwed me completely, and it's so annoying. I would have had $1,200 right now and been so happy, but whatever, dude. We lived to see another fight card. Avery won 180, which was dope. Yeah. I didn't win no money, but still, it was fun. And this weekend, we got a big fight card. We got Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev, who've been talking smack to each other over Google Translate, which is amazing. We got Marab versus Corey Sandhagen, which is amazing. Corey Sandhagen just released a really funny sketch that I'm going to show you on Instagram. That was really funny. And then also on that card is Yuri Prohaska versus Khalil Roundtree. Like, that's a sick-ass card.
Yeah,
that's a sick-ass card, dude. That's the top 3 fights, and, like, the bottom of the card stacked, too. Yeah. I don't know. I love Yuri Prohaska, so I don't know. But Khalil is a beast. I kind of want to see Khalil, because if Yuri wins, then he's already fought for the belt twice, and Khalil's only fought once. You know, so I feel like it would be cool to see Khalil go get another chance.
Yeah, man.
Especially if Magomed wins, it would be interesting. So
I'm excited.
We'll see, but
I'll pitch in on that one.
I was saying, depending on how many people show up and want to watch the fight, we might either go somewhere watch it or we'll watch it here, but we'll see.
Okay.
But regardless, guys, fun week, fun episode today. Tell us about your guys' favorite cameos if you guys made it this far. Remember, like the video, subscribe if you haven't, share it, do something, because our views have kind of been like low lately. I don't know what's going on, but our views have been going super low lately. Even like my Instagram views are low, everything's low, so I don't know what's going on. Maybe people just don't like me. Maybe my personality's not good enough. But whatever it is, I hope you like us, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we're gonna do it again next week. We're going to have more stuff to talk about. And I'm sure Peacemaker is going to be amazing next week. And I'm sure Gen V is going to be amazing next week. And I'm sure there will be some stuff that comes up this week that happens that we're going to be like, whoa, that's crazy. So we're going to be talking about all that and more on the next episode of ABOV The Multiverse. But until then, we love you guys. Until next time.
Peace.
Okay, then I'm fresh. That's that Teddy Fish. He got it on because he fresh. That's that Teddy Fish. I got it on because I'm fresh. Okay. That's that Teddy Fish. We got it on. Okay. Fresh. Okay. That's that Teddy Fish. Okay, I woke up in the morning feeling like a million pounds.